With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Professional Power Plays, brought to you by Propane.
Okay, team, America's energy security is on thin ice. Overburdened electric grid, rising costs, severe weather. You could stick with the grid and ride it out, do nothing and hope the problems go away, or here's your power play. Propane. Affordable, abundant, safe. Propane is reliable energy even when the grid isn't. Advantage Propane.
Learn more at propane.com/powerplay.
This Father's Day, put the focus on Dad's happy place, his garage. Shop more ways to organize, more ways to build, and more ways to spend time together. With low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him a rolling toolbox or a wall-mounted organizer to keep it all in place. Or save on power tools like the Ryobi 2-tool driver drill combo kit for just $99. Make Father's Day about building something together with a little help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
When we started Oakland Roots Sports Club, we needed a strong foundation. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. They're the team behind our team. With Gusto, we stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves. I'm Idris Argandawal, co-founder of Oakland Roots and Gusto customer since 2018.
See why 500,000 businesses trust Gusto for payroll, HR, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com/roots.
This Father's Day, do more with Dad and spend less with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him fired up with a new grill and accessories, like the Next Grill 5-burner for just $299, so you can spend more time together while he becomes the grill master he was always meant to be. Or build memories with savings on top brand power tools so you can tackle projects side by side. Gift more and do more together this Father's Day with help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Make plans to see Bella Kane at Wednesday Night Live, presented by Beatbox. From the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park this Wednesday. Gates open at 6, live music starts at 7. Enjoy an amazing night of free live music at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park this Wednesday with Bella Kane.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Right now, buy 4 windows, get 4 free in 48 months with 0% interest, same as cash. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Southbound 41 is backing up from Appleton Avenue all the way down to Capitol Drive. The northbound side is backing up from about Mayfair Road all the way up to Capitol. Westbound on 94, we've got some issues. 27th Street all the way to Holly Road is going to be a bit heavy. We do have a broken down vehicle off on the right shoulder. It's kind of adding to the headaches there, so just give yourself some time there. Eastbound is backing up out of the Stadium interchange past 35th Street as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly cloudy skies, scattered showers and storms as well with a high of 74. Tonight becoming partly cloudy with a low of 55. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Look, the day is already starting out fantastic. Chewy's back. We're all in studio. I suppose Joshy's not with us today, but we got Will the Thrill behind the glass. And
I was going to say, that might be a good
Shut
thing.
up. Not ready for you yet.
But I thought you'd be happy because Joshy's not here, so you guys won't fight.
I think he dislikes Will more than he dislikes Josh.
Yeah, because I can dominate
100%.
him.
You are so predictable.
He's like a little brother, though.
Yeah.
Feel like you can throw your weight around.
Well, I should have probably said he's like my kid. How old are you?
I was going to say, you're a little old to be my brother.
Wow, Mom had you late, huh? That one got past the goalie.
And quite fertile, too, because what a timeline for Mom. Good for her. Well, no,
We're off and running.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking of how old Chewy's mother likely is and how old she would have had to have been to have Will.
But also, like, it's almost a twin scenario there. With, the height difference between these two.
Well, you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, are you?
Yeah.
Fair. Did you have a good weekend, Chew? Everything good?
Yeah.
We missed you yesterday.
Menominee, that was interesting. Very interesting.
What's Menominee? What do you mean?
I had a wedding up there.
In Menominee?
Yes.
Where's Menominee?
Way up there.
Because I know Menominee Falls, but I'm guessing that's not what you're talking
about. A lot further north. So,
west of Eau Claire.
Menominee is home of UW Stout.
Oh, Chase is in Eau Claire right now for a leadership conference up there. It's all week. They're doing government simulations and stuff like that. Very impressed by him. But every time I look at the Find My, I have to scroll to get way up there. So now I know what you're saying as far as like way up north.
So went to a wedding up there. Very lovely wedding. It's great, But weddings today are so much different. They really are.
Okay.
For the better, I think. But you know what? It pisses off the old generation. And not me, I'm talking older.
Yeah, because you are very, if anything, you are willing to adapt.
So
everybody knows that about you.
Oh, Dyson got engaged.
Whoa!
On Friday.
What kind of story are you telling here, pal?
Well, it's just all coming to me now. I cannot believe
the stream of consciousness
Correct.
type of story.
Now this is another good story. And I knew this.
You almost blew
Hold on.
You almost blew
I'll
it.
tie it all in together.
You almost blew that one, by
I
the way.
had the ring in my drawer in Florida for 8 weeks. Can you imagine me keeping a secret for 8 weeks?
Well, it sounds like you didn't. Did you tell over here?
Who? I did?
You told me that you had the ring because you went to.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Because he went to the, you said Dean hooked him up over at the jewelry center. Because the jewelry center's the place to go for diamond engagement rings.
Does that count as keeping a secret, ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Yeah, because I'm not going to tell anyone.
Gabe does. Gabe's solid.
But the problem is, he was doing the read a couple of weeks ago. And he's talking about, and when it's time for my kids to go, he had this little smirk on his face. Like he wanted to say something.
Did.
It's like he knew it. He wanted to laugh about it. And he's like, oh, and one of my kids already did. But he hadn't proposed quite yet.
I think we are taking great liberties with you being a good secret keeper when you told Gabe. I don't care how Fort Knox he is. You told someone.
All right, I'll take 78% credit, not 100.
Fine, continue.
All right, so that's a story for another day. So we go to Menominee. This is my second wedding, and I went to San Diego. But these kids do it differently because I would assume that they get a lump sum for the wedding, and they want to take some of that lump sum and buy a house.
Yeah.
The last 2 weddings I've done to have done that. So they're cutting out things in the wedding that should be cut out.
Smart.
Cut. Cake? Who the hell eats cake? No one eats a damn cake at a wedding.
Right.
Okay?
A lot of people just do cupcakes, and then if you want one, grab one.
They had the lollipop.
Oh, sure.
Cupcake.
Yeah, the cake pops.
Saving bucks there, right? And then they're just saving it in other areas to save some of that money for it. But this lady came up, it was hilarious. Oh, I'm so upset. They don't play polka music at weddings anymore. I'm like, yeah, okay. Right.
That could still be a thing up in Menominee.
No, it wasn't. They didn't play any. But these kids.
Well, time out. You are famously Polish.
Yeah.
You just mentioned that your son, congratulations, is engaged, getting married.
Yes.
Will you play any polka music at his wedding?
No, I also won't serve borscht. You know, I don't want to make other people suffer. I know it's painful for some people to listen to it, and as well as eat pork. So, it upsets the older generation, but it's just so much better, these weddings now. The traditions, you know what? It's like baseball. You know, let's move forward with technology, get better, speed up the game.
I kind of love this metaphor.
You know what I mean? It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
It was good.
Great the way it was.
But there is a restaurant I will never go to again in my entire life. It was so disgusting. It was a place used to like maybe 15 to 20 years ago. Matter of fact, it is the restaurant that Craig interviewed me for the station at.
Okay.
Sure.
Starts with a P. I won't name the name.
Ends
it is
with
disgusting.
an Erkins. Got it. Okay, keep going.
Me and Angie go in there, right?
They still have the tremendous 12?
He doesn't know.
12 what?
Didn't
Pubes
read.
on the plate? Yeah.
Will?
Got it.
You know? It comes out, first of all, you would
Congratulations
expect
to all
a
of you
club
listening on
sandwich
the YouTube stream.
to be, I could name 3 places around here that have the best club sandwiches. This club sandwich was so disgusting.
Wait, people go to Perkins for things other than breakfast?
I didn't say it was that place. You're just assuming that it was that place. Okay?
See, Gabe can't keep a secret.
So, first, it looked like we were coming up to the wild, wild west.
Sure.
The parking lot was potholes. Matter of fact, I think we got a flat on Angie's car because of it, because it's losing air. Walk in, and I'm like, I don't know if this is a good idea. Walk in, first thing, we don't have any soda. Well, we have soda, but there's no carbonation to it.
Oh, my gosh. Then you
The
don't,
hell
Then you
is
don't
that?
have soda.
Thank you.
Then you don't have soda.
So Angie's like...
So you have syrup.
And I got a little...
Great.
You have
here's the thing,
syrup
though.
water.
I got a little frustrated because I don't want to eat crap. I didn't want to go...
I mean, what are you went to the place you went to.
So I tried to eat healthy, and she's like... And we're walking in, and it looked not nice. And she's like, maybe we should... I'm like, will you just pick somewhere to go? So we went in. We should have left. It was that bad. It was disgusting. Never again. Jeez, I'm gross.
We did this weekend. We went out. We had some people in from out of town, and we booked a reservation at a place downtown. And when we got down to that area, it was dead. Not a single soul on the patio. Meanwhile, the place next door, the place across the street, the place across the kitty corner, bumping, right? Lively. All the people, every table. We go, it's not a good sign. Canceled the reservation immediately. Got a table at one of the other spots that was bumping. That type of thing, when you walk in and it's like you get a vibe, you get a feel, you should trust it.
Yeah, should have. And she had a hair on her plate that I don't know where it came from. It wasn't straight. It wasn't long.
Maybe the guy had a beard. Maybe the chef had a beard.
I guess. I don't know, but your mind immediately goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
And got the check. We didn't even wait for her to come and bring the check over.
Yeah.
We went right to the cash register. $50. Could you imagine what else I could have done with $50?
Gotten food somewhere else? I don't know. Are there other answers here? Feels
You
like
went
the
there
logical
for
one.
lunch? I didn't realize people did that.
Well,
I thought they
was
only went
nowhere-
there for breakfast.
So
Gabe,
Sam is
Gabe.
weighing in, guys, saying, Sam in the 262 says, there aren't many good options in Menominee. I went to Stout. So he's in that area. Maybe there aren't a ton of spots.
So then we leave the wedding at like 8:45. Like, let's go somewhere for a pop. And I said, Google the nicest place you could go to. The nicest place. And it was fine. We walk in, no one there, but walked in. It was fine. Go to the bar. What are your wines? Red or white?
Yeah, you're in a college town, man.
What kind
You're in a
of
Division
red?
III college
What
town.
kind of red?
They don't know.
Red or a white?
Yeah.
Where are they from? What's it made for? Red or a white? Let's go to bed. That's a sign.
You're in a college town. Like that, again, that's like going to a wedding in Platteville.
I'm surprised you didn't bring your own wine.
We
Don't you
did.
do that?
And we brought it into the wedding.
Okay, so what are you complaining about now? Did you
that
drink
we
it
didn't
all?
bring another bottle.
That he didn't plan far enough ahead.
Yeah.
Planned ahead, but
Yeah.
not far enough ahead.
That tracks for you,
to what
sir.
happens after. Yeah, it's a small Division III college town.
So, hold
how
on.
many people you think in that town on a regular basis are drinking the wine that you like to consume?
I would think like women are more inclined to drink wine than anything
Sure,
else.
but not the kind of wine you drink. You got bougie taste.
I think I got. I think I need to dial. Well, no, I'm not dialing it.
Why would you? Hold
No,
on a
I'm
minute.
not.
You first of all, you got one life to live. All right, let's just
Yeah.
start with that. Okay, daytime television.
Yeah.
2, you have money.
Yeah.
So, and 3, you're old. Okay, so
Whoa.
you're running out of time here, pal.
Yeah, I know.
You're
So
not-
do what
hey.
you want to do. Drink the
Okay.
wine. Don't eat the
I feel
club.
better.
all
You're
of
not
type
that
of
old,
stuff.
pal.
I feel good.
Yeah, you just gotta, next time you're going, to a WIAC town,
Yeah.
just pack that extra bottle
Here's
of
what
wine.
I want to know, though. Okay, go ahead, and then I'll ask you.
Not this weekend, but the next weekend, I'm going to Fargo. Do I need to dial the bouginess down?
Wait, time out. Are you driving or flying?
Driving.
Yeah, well, first of all, bring your
Bring a
wine.
case.
Okay, bring your wine.
Oh, this is on Coach. Because
What?
Coach is at D-level money now. He's paying for the whole weekend. And he also loves wine.
Sure.
So
Well, you should bring the wine for him as a housewarming or a congratulations or a you're doing great at a kid sort of gift.
scholarship's over, Jen.
This is a gift. this is a gift. What do we not understand?
You still got to wean him off the scholarship.
You think?
You think you're going to Fargo and you're not paying for a meal?
I'm going there to landscape his house. I'm going there to work.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So he's obviously not making that much money.
Let me ask you this before
Bringing
we
in
wrap
dad to
things
do the
up.
landscaping.
No, he doesn't want to come off scholarship.
Did the convenience / you liked the wedding, right? Because
Yeah,
said
the
it
wedding
like-
was, yeah.
Did that balance out at
It
least?
did. It did.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And the people were great. And matter of fact, the kid played at North Dakota State right before Dylan got there, but there were kids that crossed over.
Okay.
So they were
Can
funny.
I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you dance at weddings?
I didn't at this one. Angie did.
Wait, so you actually stayed long enough for the music to start this time?
Yeah, I think we were 4
Fair
or 5
point.
songs.
Fair
in.
point by Gabe.
Yeah. They just didn't get to what I like.
Yeah, which
You
is
know.
what, Steely Dan?
Get jiggy with it.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we did dance one song. It was for the married couples. You know how they do that
Oh,
after
sure.
the
And they
all
do the
married
years?
couples, and then they peel it
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been married now?
15. I made it 2 rounds. That's pretty damn good.
That is pretty good for you.
Yeah.
I figured that she would make you dance at least one.
She
one slow
did.
dance.
She did, but my taste buds were starting to swell because the wine was not the greatest.
What do they call those
I thought you
pectins or
brought
something
your
like
own
that?
wine.
That was gone quick, Gabe.
Yeah, so if there's one thing we can take away from this weekend, it's you need to bring more wine
Yeah.
than you think
Yeah.
when you're going to
Yes.
these types of events.
Yeah.
And if you don't bring wine when you go see your kiddo in Fargo, then
Yeah.
that's on you.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I mean, I'm guessing Fargo will have maybe another option for you versus Menominee. Like you
Yes.
might have a bougie option.
Yeah.
But again, just in case.
I think Fargo's probably 100,000 people, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
All right,
yeah, it's
that's
going to
good.
feel like a metropolis
It
compared
is.
to Menominee. All right, we're all warmed up. We're all stretched out here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Lots of stuff to get to this morning. We do have Jason Wilde, who will give us the latest on your Green Bay Packers. We got Jeff Levering, who we'll talk to about the Brewers starting a series against the Guardians, and then they followed up with the Braves. Very big week for your Brew Crew. And lots of stuff in between, including, of course, the Giannis saga. Will it be resolved within the next 8 days? We tend to believe so. We'll get into that and more as the show rolls on.
Shopping for new windows and doors should never include haggling. And that's why Pello's Windows and Doors of Wisconsin sticks to straightforward pricing, honest conversations, helping homeowners find the right fit for their home, and they never use high-pressure sales tactics. The team that I worked with at Pello Windows and Doors of Wisconsin to get my front door last fall, fantastic. Hey, here are your options. They even had a couple of AI renderings of what it might look on the front, and it has been fantastic. We love our new front door. And when you buy direct through Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the same team that manufactures your doors and windows also sells, installs, and services them. Real pricing, premium quality with no games. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Delays along southbound 41 from just before Silver Spring all the way down to Capitol. Northbound on 41, we got backups from North Avenue up towards Burleigh. Westbound 94, tight between 30th and Hawley Road. Eastbound from the Stadium interchange all the way to 35th Street. Watch out for a broken down vehicle westbound 94, just past Barker Road, off on the right shoulder. Traffic is brought to you by Racine Danish Kringles. Father's Day is Sunday, June 21st. Time to send Dad fresh and delicious Kringle. Order today at Kringle.com or call 1-800-4DANISH. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly cloudy skies, scattered showers and storms as well with a high of 74. Tonight becoming partly cloudy with a low of 55. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Maybe your summer sounds like country. Maybe it sounds like rock. Maybe it sounds like pop or hip-hop. However your summer sounds, you'll find it at Summerfest. With hundreds of artists, great food, lakefront views, and unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone. Summerfest, Milwaukee's World Festival. 3 weekends, one incredible summer tradition. Get tickets and see the lineup at summerfest.com. That's summerfest.com.
Don't let summer pass you by. Turn it all the way up at Summerfest. The music, the moments, the memories you'll replay all year long. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. June 18th through 20th, June 25th through 27th, and July 2nd through 4th. Your soundtrack to summer starts here. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code BUILD to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code BUILD to borrow up to $10,000. Use code BUILD to borrow up to $10,000.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know that hiking isn't for you. Sure, it sounds nice to be in nature while exercising, but that's what a gym and houseplants are for. I mean, you don't even like walking upstairs. So why would you walk up a hill for miles? To what, end up high in the air? Come on, you know you're scared of heights. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ready, down, put. All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is brought to you by Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project? Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Visit extpros.com.
Always great to touch base with our friend and teammate, Jason Wilde. Good morning, Jason. How you doing today?
I'm good, everybody. How are you?
Good, good, good. All right, so I saw this news. You're going to have to tell me how to pronounce this young man's last name. Luke, is it Lachey or Lachey? How do you pronounce the new tight end's name?
Don't know. But I'm going to go with Lachey because I love 98 Degrees.
Yeah, absolutely. Big fan. Huge fan. Had a crush when I was younger. We move on.
It is Lachey.
Thank you. What does this say about Luke Musgrave and what he has done or maybe not done for the team recently?
Yeah, well, he wasn't practicing, which was also part of it. They were pretty thin at tight end. Obviously, Tucker Kraft is not practicing at the moment. But they expect him to sometime in camp. Look, Luke Musgrave is who he is, and a blocking tight end is not who he is. And so Josh Wiley's gotten certainly some opportunities, both last season and then during the off-season program. I mean, I think he got more one reps than Luke Musgrave did, which was not entirely surprising. They obviously lost John Fitzpatrick to a Achilles tear last season, and he had played a ton of snaps for them. So Goody had said after the draft that he wanted this kind of do-it-all blocking tight end guy. Not really familiar with 98 Degrees' game. I haven't watched him, but he's the kind of guy that blocks. So this makes sense. This is kind of that Sahara Desert time on the schedule. I think the most interesting thing is that they had claimed him like a month ago or signed him a month ago, and then he flunked his physical. So they didn't sign him then, and now obviously he must be healthy. So they wanted this guy, and they did not have – I stand at the end of the field when I'm doing the show, when it's during a practice, where the tight ends – have their individual drill work early in practice. And it was a small group toward the end of the minicamp. So this makes sense. I don't want to say that he's going to make the team or anything like that, but their numbers were bad there. And this was a guy obviously they had some interest in. I would bet that Goody has probably liked him since his draft class came out.
Jason, was there any more talk of breaking down this offense and starting all over again? And what does that look like? Was there any more of that?
There was. I mean, and when I asked Matt LaFleur, what exactly does that mean? Like this idea of, well, we're going to get back to the fundamentals. Oh, okay. Kind of feels like something you should be working on all the time. And Gabe, are you still putting together the list?
Yeah, it's been a while since we've added to it, but yeah. Yeah, we've
been a while.
What's the list?
Since Gabe added to his Packers list.
The things that it could mean by going back to year one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know you had a list. I'll have to check it out.
He literally said it on the show while you were on.
I'm getting hearing aids, Jason, before the year is over with. So, yeah.
It's a good idea. Okay. No, so
think that'll help with this situation, though.
No,
I don't think so. I think
Thank
you have to be. He's getting paying attention aid. So I really do think that, and I think I mentioned this to you because the way I phrased the question to him, and I got there. Well, I'm not going to tell you all of our scheme, Jason. And I said I don't want all of it. I just want some of it. I do think they're going to go and do more. Outside zone. I really do. Mm-hmm. Now I could be wrong, but I do not pretend in any way to be a football savant. I think I know enough ball to just enough to be dangerous, but I just this system works so much better. And by the way, the play that I got all giddy about and talked about a wow throw and everything else. I mean, that play action throw to Reed, that was off a outside zone style play action play like that. Look, there's a reason why everyone wanted to. Remember when we went through that phase where everyone wanted to hire somebody who'd work for Sean McVay?
Yep.
And the Cardinals hired what's his name? He was a USC coach briefly. He was a quarterback at Texas Tech who did not wager on sports allegedly, as far as we know. But he hadn't even ever worked for Sean McVay. He had just been friends with him. And the Cardinals mentioned that in the press release because that's how far that commitment had gone to.
Talking about Cliff?
Get these guys.
Kingsbury?
Yes, Cliff Kingsbury. That's it. There you go. Thank you. I knew you'd bail me out. Well, the reason why that system works, and Joe Thomas was the one who said it to us because he'd obviously played in it in Cleveland when Shanahan was there as the offensive coordinator, is because of the outside zone action that is on the play fakes. And I go back to this, and this is something that another reason why I'm very curious to see how things go in Pittsburgh, because one of the things that Rodgers would complain about was that the Packers, toward the end of the Mike McCarthy era, would run play action with runs that didn't have an actual running play affiliated with them. So they weren't really very effective fakes, right? And so when I look at where this offense could be, I would say that, yeah, maybe you need to get back to some of the basics and marry those up again because, Hasselbeck told us this too after they hired LaFleur. He said, when the first three steps are exactly the same, whether it's a run or a pass, that really does have an impact on the defense, right? And I do think that they probably got away from that. And the fact that LaFleur, when I asked him specifically about more outside zone, that whenever they give you I'm not going to give you our scheme, Jason, there's probably a good chance that you might be onto something.
What do you think the reason is, Jason, that they kind of strayed for some of those principles? Is it because they were kind of doing a Matt LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers hybrid offense toward the end of Rodgers' time, and then that transitioned over to when they brought in Josh Jacobs, and he wanted to do more run behind combo blocking versus the outside zone, and because he was trying to accommodate the players so much, he kind of, I don't want to say he strayed away from his principles, but it just became completely different than it was from year one, just by naturally shifting over time.
Yeah, really good question. I think because Matt LaFleur does believe in this, and I think it. By the way, I don't want to trash Matt LaFleur for feeling this way. I think there's too many coaches throughout history, and certainly throughout the NFL, even now, even though I would think the NFL has changed a lot since Chewy played in it. But, we used to, myself and some of my buddies that covered different teams, when we would get together at the scouting combine, there were a couple of them that covered the Bucks, and they all did their John Gruden's. None of them as good as Frank Caliendo, but they all had their different interpretations of a John Gruden imitation. And the line that they always used as their imitation was what Gruden would always say, which was, "We run what we run." I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna do
slaughter
one?
that. I'm not gonna do one. We run what we run, and we make them stop us. Well, those days are long since past, and I think now you have to be more flexible as an NFL coach, both to get buy-in from your players who aren't like Chewy, who are just going to do whatever Andy Reid tells them, and aren't like other players of yesteryear. And then on top of that, one of the secret sauces of success in the NFL right now are the guys that take stuff that they see, and LaFleur does this all the time, take stuff that they see on film from other teams, pick out things that they think are adaptable to what they do in their own system, and then steal it and put it to use. I had somebody send on Twitter, of course it was a Bears fan, a play that the Bears had run where Caleb Williams play action fakes to the right and then rolls far to the left and then throws back across the field. I don't know if he threw it to Burden or DJ Moore, but they were wide open. And that's the kind of stuff that, I'm not saying that LaFleur, the play that they ran in practice that I wrote about and that I was raving about as a wild throw, was something that he stole from Ben Johnson, because Lord knows he would never admit that, given their close friendship. But that's what you got to do now, and that's what everybody does. So I think the simplest answer, Gabe, is that he wanted to accommodate what was best and most comfortable for Josh Jacobs. But I I'm always following the breadcrumbs like Hansel and Gretel. And when Joe Thomas went up there and delivered his meat and spent time with Jordan Morgan, one of the things he talked about was how he thinks Josh Jacobs can be more effective in the zone scheme than he thought he could be, than Josh thought he could be. He'd had dinner with the coaches, that came from somewhere. So that is my belief, and we'll see if that plays out this season.
Jason Wilding joining us on the Yuengling Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Please enjoy responsibly. Jason, before we let you go, who would you say was the biggest winner from OTAs? Is there somebody who really popped? I know we had conversations last week about Burton, the offensive lineman. We've talked about Tucker Kraft, Marshawn Lloyd, even Lucas Van Ness, who obviously did a really good job, standing in there with Micah Parsons out. Who do you think really had a good OTAs?
Well, you took all the good answers, Jen. So, because I think all of those guys would have been at the top of my list. I mean, look, I think Burton has to be the big winner, because not only did he get that work with the ones, the head coach, when he totally did not have to say this, flat out said he's going to be challenging. He'll be in the mix for playing time this season. And as I think we talked about that day, coaches, and especially Matt LaFleur, don't generally give you more than they need to give you, right? And that was something that he could have easily just given some blasé milquetoast answer of, yeah, look, we're down a few guys and we wanted to give Jagger some opportunity and he did a nice job, and we drafted him for a reason, but he's a rookie, he's got a long way to go, so it's good experience that he got in our OTAs and our minicamp here, but let's take a deep breath and let's see what he can do once we put the pads on. It's not what he said. He flat out said that he's going to be in the mix for playing time. So to me anyway, and I obviously didn't think of it at the time, but Gabe certainly is very excited about the possibility of him rotating at right guard with Anthony Belton. I mean, that may end up being what happens. So I would say he would take the checkered flag in that race. But beyond that, I think Marshawn Lloyd won just by staying healthy throughout it, right? Again, I don't know what a yeet cannon is, but that's apparently what he is. So, and I think that's a good thing. So there were some, despite it not being something that was particularly productive in terms of gaining meaningful knowledge about this team, I do think there were some pretty clear-cut winners, and I don't know if I can think of someone that you didn't have on your list, Jim.
Jason, are they done with Jacob Monk?
No, he's got torn biceps. He's not ready to practice. So, again, he was picked in the same round as Jagger Burton, the same round as Corey Linsley. I think, at least listening to Steno, who we all know that Steno is not a BSer, right? Because otherwise he wouldn't have said basically, yeah, we're not, Matthew Golden's not going to play a lot. And I know people got after him for after the touchdown catch. Oh, well, maybe you should have been playing him more after the playoff game. Again, there was a reason why Matthew Golden wasn't playing as much as fans wanted him to, and as much as Matthew Golden wanted Matthew Golden to play. And Matthew Golden acknowledged that when he came back this offseason about how slowly he was playing and how he was thinking too much and all that other stuff. So we know that that's Steno's track record. So when he says good things about Jacob Monk, I am going to take those at face value as opposed to him saying something nice about a guy who stinks. You'd have to go back and look at the tape from that Minnesota game. It's a really difficult front to be good at if you haven't played a lot. I think they still see him as someone that if he's healthy, they're intrigued by. But he's kind of in that same boat as Travis Glover, who tore up his shoulder in camp last year. The last image we have of him was getting cooked in that Philly playoff game after Elton Jenkins got hurt. But they keep him around for a reason, and sometimes, as you well know from guys you played with, I mean, Marco Rivera took a full red shirt that year you guys won the Super Bowl, and he went on to eventually become a three-time Pro Bowl guard. So I don't think they've given up on Monk. At the same time, obviously, this is a huge training camp for him.
Jason, we appreciate you hanging out with us today. Have a great one, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Sounds good, everybody. Take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. Listen to him on Wilde and Tausch right after Jen, Gabe, and Chewy each and every weekday morning here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee.
Guys, I'm telling you, if you're getting ready to propose, the Jewelry Center is the place to go. It's what I did. As Chewy said in the first segment, that's what his son did. Now, maybe you don't know what your future bride-to-be wants, but if she has a Pinterest page, bring some of those ideas in. The helpful team at the Jewelry Center always going to point you in the right direction and make sure that custom ring is going to come to life. And honestly, with everything done in-house, it ends up costing less than you expect. Whether you're looking for a custom engagement ring or want to pick something nice like diamond earrings, gold chain, they've got you covered. Check out the Jewelry Center, Greenfield, Brookfield, Burlington, or in Mequon.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Northbound on 43, seeing some delays through the Marquette, heading up past Kilbourne. We've got westbound 94 hitting the brakes at 27th Street to Hawley Road, eastbound from Hawley Road to about 35th. Also southbound 41 slowing still from Appleton Avenue down past Capitol Drive. Northbound's just slowing down north of Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. Traffic is brought to you by Piggly Wiggly, and when you shop at Piggly Wiggly, every dollar stays in the community we all call home. Stop in today and see the difference shopping local really makes at Piggly Wiggly. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly cloudy skies, scattered showers and storms as well with a high of 74. Tonight becoming partly cloudy with a low of 55. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Father's Day is coming up, and let's be honest, Dad doesn't need another tie. Give him something he actually wants. New windows that lower energy bills, a durable new roof, beautiful siding, or a bath remodel he can brag about to every guest who visits. And during the Exterior Pros and Baths June savings event, you'll get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings, but only for a limited time. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Looking for a dinner that actually impresses and cocktails that keep the conversation going? Head to the second floor of St. Kate the Arts Hotel and discover the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails. Bold, elevated dinners, thoughtfully crafted cocktails. It's the kind of place where every plate and every pour is made with intention. Come for dinner, stay for another round. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
People hear Horicon Bank and they think local instantaneously.
Over the years, was able to help them in their later years when they needed some care. So I would say that was cradle to grave experience for me.
We encounter precious moments like this all the time. We have a trust administration department that can help.
Our motto is together as a bank and as an organization, and then doing good.
There's amazing success stories of small business entrepreneurs who now are multi-million-dollar companies.
Horicon Bank, together doing good for 130 years. Member FDIC.
I can't raise my arms, I can't kneel down, which means I can't play with the kids, golf with the guys, or get through a workday without exhausting pain. Hey, it's Ben Brust, and I'm here to celebrate what you can do. And that's exactly what QC Kinetics patients are doing. Not bracing for the next jolt of pain, it's gone. They've moved on back to living their lives. You've heard me talk about Dr. Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics, and so many of you have been through their game-changing regenerative treatments done right in the office. No missing work, no surgery, no long recovery. The pain's back off. And we love hearing from you how we here at ESPN Milwaukee helped you dig out from under that long list of can'ts and get back to living your best life. Go find out what you can do. It's a good life out there, folks. Go live it to the fullest. Get rid of that pain starting now. The consultation's totally free to see if you're a good candidate. Weekend appointments are available. Call 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Gabe, it'll change your life. Any barbecue you ate for the rest of your life will be measured against Buc-ee's.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Back here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, we just talked to Jason Wilde, and it does not feel like things are going well for Luke Musgrave with Green Bay Packers. If you break down the tight ends room, and he mentioned it, he's standing at the end of the field from the end zone, and the tight end group was small. Tucker Kraft obviously still recovering from his ACL injury, but we are expecting him to be back this season. After that, what do you got? Josh Wiley, Luke Lachey, which I guess is what we're saying until we find out if that is the correct pronunciation or not.
That's what it says everywhere.
Perfect. And Luke Musgrave, who now there are rumors, or not reports, but just speculation that he could be a trade prospect for the Green Bay Packers, that maybe they would try to get something out of him instead of having to just release him for nothing. Gabe, do you feel like that is a viable option for your Green Bay Packers?
Who's giving anything up for a tight end who hasn't stayed healthy, could barely find the field last year for the Green Bay Packers despite injuries to Tucker Kraft, and is in the last year of his rookie contract? Like, who's giving you anything for that? How desperate would you be for a tight end to give up anything for Luke Musgrave? If you wanted Luke Musgrave, you just wait for the Packers to release him and not give up anything.
What was the big tag in my day? Past considerations. It wasn't even a draft pick. Was that it?
Future considerations.
Past considerations. What would that even be?
I don't know. It was something like that. I mean, that's probably all you're going to get from him. No one's going to for him. His problem is this, okay? It's clear that he can't process in the pass game. And if he can't process fast enough. I mean, you have to be so quick. You only have so much time to react. Obviously, he can't do that. So the only value you have after that is that you can block, and he can't do that. So my guess is, because he sounds like a nice kid, does all the right things, my guess is he's not in the plans. They'll see. I'd even think before training camp, they'll say, we're going to release him, and hopefully he can catch on with another team because he's a nice kid. That would be my guess. But the fact that they're bringing all these guys in just to find somebody, and Lachey has played before. I recognize him with Baltimore, so my guess is that's going to be their backup, their guy. Because what they want to do is probably, when they go to a 2 tight end set, have him as your blocker and then split Kraft out so he can work in space. That's what they really want, and my guess is he's going to be their guy.
And a big reason that this is a conversation amongst Packers players is because Bill Huber of Sports Illustrated put out a projection of the Green Bay Packers' final 53-man roster, and Musgrave wasn't on it. And he also put out a list of 5 players who underwhelmed or disappointed during Packers OTAs, and number 1 on that list was Luke Musgrave. So here we are asking ourselves, does this guy have a future with the Green Bay Packers? And right now, signs are pointing towards no. So, Gabe, is this one of those things where you just keep him on the roster for a depth situation because you may have other injuries that pop up over the course of a 17-game season?
That would be my guess. That would be my guess.
But he's not even a special teams guy, is he?
I mean, maybe he does some like field goal stuff.
Because typically your third guy is pretty active on special teams, so I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I just don't, like you said, if they're bringing in all these different guys, he didn't play last year.
Yeah.
You know, they like Josh Wiley, bringing in more guys. You don't know when Tucker Kraft is going to be available. right? Like he hinted that he could start, on PUP. Yes, he'll be ready. He thinks he'll be ready for the start of the regular season, but in training camp, you need bodies. And my guess is that it'll come down to the final 53. And I for one, would not be surprised if he ends up not being on the roster.
Now, one other thing to keep in mind, Chew, and we have talked about this on this program, is how frequently you are seeing 2 tight end sets now in the NFL. And teams are we always talk about it evolving, right? A copycat league. We talked about how the Packers were one of the teams that led the league. I think top 3 in 2 tight end sets. Other teams are following suit. Does that help the Luke Musgrave market? There will be other teams who might be out there interested in an NFL-ready guy as opposed to one of these rookies they maybe picked up in a draft?
Maybe, but you don't keep 4 just to keep 4. I mean, I don't think they have a solid 4. But look at the Rams. The Rams are running a bunch of 3 tight end sets, and they're very effective at it.
Mm-hmm.
So this being a copycat league, my guess is you're going to see more teams trying to copy that.
But the problem is with 3 tight end sets,
yeah,
you need one of those guys to block. You need a lot of those. You need probably 2 of those guys to block.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's just not that type of guy. Like Luke Musgrave might have been better in a previous era. Right? It's the tight end shoe seems like we're going in the cyclical nature where in your day kind of needed to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of have to do. And then we get after your era and it's, okay, if you can block a little bit, that's fine, but we're just going to attach you from the line of scrimmage. We want you to be an athlete and dominate the middle of the field and be a matchup problem. And now it seems like we're kind of morphing back into, you kind of need to be able to do it all to be the best tight end in the league.
He's kind of Gumby-ish, like he has no control of his body. Like raise your right hand, and then his left hand will do something goofy. Like he's kind of like a spaz. I don't know if you can dial that in.
Well, let me ask you this then. The next inevitable question is this then once again a miss by Brian Gutekunst and company in the draft?
Yeah.
In the 42nd overall, second-round pick?
But it balances itself out because it's a miss, but then you got Kraft with the grand slam.
With the hit,
so that kind of
you're not going to hit on
it out.
You're not going to hit on everyone, but as long as you hit on enough, and that draft class, they hit on enough.
Yeah.
In that draft class.
I mean, you're not going to keep them, so what the hell? They're not going to sign them after this year. That's clear as
Well, I guess
ever,
that's what my question is. Do you keep him for depth? Do you keep him because you've had injuries at some of these offensive positions? Do you keep him for depth in case of emergency break glass, or do you just go ahead and release him? Maybe try to get something, 4th round, 5th round, 6th round,
some
7th
Gatorade.
round.
Yeah.
As soon as I said 4th, Gabe's eyes went like saucers. What?
4th round pick?
They'll probably wait.
You think there's another Jerry Jones out there?
They'll probably wait until their share Kraft is 100%, whenever that is.
800-990-3776. Let's put it on the Infinity Exteriors Twitter poll. Refresh your home with roofing, siding, or windows, all backed by a lifetime workmanship warranty. InfinityExteriors.com. Will Luke Musgrave be on the Packers roster to start the season? Let us know. 800-990-3776. Reaction rolling in on the talk and text line. Mark says, I had Musgrave gone after last year. Meanwhile, Soda Popkins says, the amount of time we've spent talking about Luke effing Musgraves over the years is insane. He's never been playable. Gabe?
Crazy part, though, is he's not even, we listed off some of those tight ends the other day with Jason. Like, he doesn't come close to being as bad as Josiah the Messiah. Doesn't come close to being as bad as Jay Sternberger. Like, he's not as bad as those. That's not good. But, again, the tight end position, been rough.
Did he destroy Gush forever?
Musgrave?
Yeah. Remember that first year of training camp?
Yeah.
Wait, Gushgrave?
Gushgrave. God, we should have came up with that earlier.
Now he's going to be gone. Now he's going to be gone. It's too late. Hey, guys, remember the way you felt when you were 25? Early morning workouts, a breeze. A drive that kicked in way before your first cup of coffee. Now fast forward to today. Do you feel like you're losing that edge? Might not be your age. Could be low testosterone, and that's where Mentality comes in. They start with a comprehensive 100-point blood panel to help get to the bottom of what's really going on. Then they build a personalized treatment plan using testosterone replacement therapy and targeted peptide therapy to help restore your energy, focus, and drive. In fact, 94% of men report renewed energy and focus within 60 days. I'm one of those guys. Mentality really works. And because it's not new, trendy, off-the-shelf solution of the month, Mentality is all about real medicine. And while they can't actually make you 25 again, Mentality can get you back to feeling like the guy you used to be. So schedule your appointment with Mentality today. LowTUSA.com. That's LowTUSA.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN, the best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
I would just say that right now I think all options are on the table. I think that they went through that trade thing and they talked to teams, and it's not like those talks are shut down.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino, Tony Windhorst and Associates, and Smart 18 Union on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get out of the house this summer and head to Road America, conveniently located between Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay. This legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course has been hosting the world's best racers since 1955. Bring the whole family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. You can camp on site, explore the grounds, and take in the racing your way. It's more than just a race, it's a full experience. IndyCar is the must-see race coming June 18th through the 21st. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Commercial payments at Fifth Third Bank combine experience with innovation. Trusted to process more than $17 trillion in payments each year, Fifth Third delivers reliability at scale while continuing to push what's next. Named one of Fortune magazine's most innovative companies, Fifth Third builds secure, efficient, and forward-thinking payment solutions. Because commercial payments require more than consistency. They demand innovation that keeps money moving. That's commercial payments. A Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Don't miss 3 weekends of live music at Milwaukee's Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance, including Post Malone, Alex Warren, Sean Paul, plus Flo Rida, Louis Tomlinson, Audrey Nuna, and more. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Hey, Tom, I just really can't get my kids off their phones lately. What's your secret, man?
I told you last time, go to precisionsportsonline.com and buy a hoop. And while you're there, include their court line painting. You'll thank me later. precisionsportsonline.com. That's precisionsportsonline.com.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Since January, I've already lost 40 pounds and dropped a couple pant sizes. This program has been simple, safe, and their team has helped me every step of the way. Best of all, it's built to help keep the weight off for good. If you're looking for a weight loss program that works, Milwaukee Weight Loss is it. For a limited time, get $200 off with our summer special. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I'm telling you, don't doubt his story, because he heebie-jeebies at certain times to miss field goals.
Yeah.
Gabe, I showed you how he does the heebie-jeebies,
Heebie-jeebie, heebie-jeebie, heebie-jeebie.
You take your
heebie-jeebie.
fingers and you rub them back and forth on your thigh, and you go heebie-jeebie, heebie-jeebie. Swear the guy bats 100%. So to call him a liar, and he puts a curse on you?
Look, I'm not calling him a liar.
Yeah, you are.
On 94.5 ESPN.
For For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage authority in the state of Wisconsin. Do not let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. They've got brands like CHI and LiftMaster, doors for every budget, and they can even make a custom design to meet your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com, GEISdoors.com, GEISdoors.com. Going to talk to Jeff Levering in just a few minutes here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, but it is a big day in Milwaukee as the top Brewers prospect, Cooper Pratt, is expected to make his Major League Baseball debut. I believe he has availability this afternoon, if I'm not mistaken, so they'll get a chance to talk to him, and then he will take the field for the Brewers. Chew, you weren't here when we went through all of sort of the Brewers madness from the weekend. Your reaction to what the Miz did, you obviously know a historic performance on Friday night, a complete game, one-hitter shutout. I'm not even sure what order you put those things in, right? There's the complete game, there's the shutout, there's the one-hitter, there's the 104.5 miles per hour pitch, which now leads the majors. What was your reaction to what he did?
It's just amazing in the amount of pitches, because I was watching the game. I caught it late. And I'm like, I think it was 8th inning. I'm like, why is he still in there?
And then you saw the pitch count.
And then I saw the pitch count, and I'm like, okay, I get it. He's on fire right now. On fire. But I don't think he's peaked out. I mean, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be a fun couple of years coming up with him. Just watching him, because he's going to get 24.
Yep.
I mean, I was at my peak athletically at 26. 26, 27. So he can still climb, get better, which is amazing to think of.
And I figured you would really like the storyline. Again, did not get a chance to talk to you about it yesterday, but how the Phillies were one of the very vocal teams 1 year ago when he was named to the All-Star game. That were like, oh, what is this, the Savannah Bananas now? And took real issue with Mizorowski being on the team. Meanwhile, their pitcher, Christopher Sanchez, and others declined their invitations to the All-Star game. It just felt like poetic justice for that outing to come against the Phillies as well.
I'm sure he had a little juice going because of that. So, yeah, I mean, I think an apology's in order.
Who's apologizing?
Well, the Phillies. In particular, who was the one guy that was vocal? Was it
Trey Turner?
Was it?
I think it was him.
I mean, Nick Castellanos was another one.
Yeah, he was another one.
He's no longer on the team. I don't think he's in the big leagues anymore.
Oh, really? Okay.
So to keep the Seinfeld theme, I want an apology and for him to be fired.
Yeah.
Well, Castellanos has already been fired.
Yeah.
So a big series this week, obviously, taking on the Guardians, but then the Braves. I don't want to look too far ahead, but I am very excited about that matchup, and we will talk to Jeff Levering about all of that and more when he joins the program right after this.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Delays along southbound 41 are pretty much standard, really from Good Hope Road all the way down past Hampton. On the northbound side, we got delays from Mayfair Road up past Burleigh. There is an accident on the ramp from Burleigh to northbound 41 as well, so keep that in mind. We've also got eastbound 94 backing up from 76th Street all the way to 35th, westbound from 30th to Hawley Road, and they still have northbound Highway 100 closed at Layton because of a broken down vehicle. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live, presented by Beatbox. Live music starts at 7 this Wednesday with Bella Kane. Don't miss it at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly cloudy skies, scattered showers and storms as well with a high of 74. Tonight becoming partly cloudy with a low of 55. Weather is brought to you by Badgerland Junk. Clear the clutter fast with simple, stress-free cleanouts from single items to full properties. Upfront pricing, no hidden fees. Visit BadgerlandJunk.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This 4th of July, crack open something made for the red, white, and blissful. The new Americana Backyard Bliss Variety 8-pack is here just in time for America's 250th birthday, featuring 4 nostalgic flavors: strawberry, cherry, grape, and apple. It's the taste of backyard barbecues, fireworks at dusk, and long summer weekends packed into every can. This Independence Day, bring the nostalgia and bring the bliss with the new Americana Backyard Bliss Variety Pack from Carbliss. Available now at your local retailer or online at drinkcarbliss.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jen Latta. I've spent my career around athletes, coaches, and people looking for an edge. That's why I was so impressed when I visited Revival in Brookfield. From kickboxing-inspired fitness, Kaiser cutting-edge performance training, yoga, bar, Pilates, and a suite of recovery experiences that include red light therapy, infrared sauna, cold plunge, and contrast therapy, Revival is redefining fitness and wellness all under one roof. Limited Tier 1 memberships are now available while they last. Schedule a tour today at revivalbrookfield.com.
Jeff Levering on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is presented by Carbliss, premium ready-to-drink cocktails in a can. Try their new Americana Backyard Bliss Variety 8-pack. 4 nostalgic flavors: strawberry, cherry, grape, and apple. All packed up and ready to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Go to your local retailer or drinkcarbliss.com to find it near you. We are the home for all your Brewers coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. It's time to hear from the voice of the Brewers.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone! Another Mother's Day miracle for the Brewers.
Jeff Levering is brought to you by Carbliss Premium Ready-to-Drink Cocktails. Carbliss, less is more. Find Carbliss at your local grocer today.
Appreciate a little Huey Lewis in the news to bring me in today. Love that. Thank you. And I love Huey Lewis in the news, so I'm all about it.
Jeff Levering on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
We always appreciate Jeff Levering taking some time to hang out with us here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Good morning, Jeff. How's your Tuesday going?
Good morning. Everything is going great. It's another Brewers Day game. Can't be any better than that. Let's roll.
Very excited. Let's rewind for just a moment, though, because we haven't gotten a chance to talk to you about the Miz's performance on Friday night. And as you well know, it caused quite a debate on our program and on social media about whether or not it deserves the distinction of being the greatest Brewers pitching performance in history. We saw a lot of people defending Ben Sheets in his 18 strikeout game. We saw a lot of people defending Juan Nieves, who has the only no-hitter in Brewers baseball history. You had a very strong reaction to some of those comments. Share it with us this morning.
I'm a big fan of everybody having a take in this. This is nice. This is good conversation. This is good fodder. That means things are going well in the organization, right? I will land on it was the greatest single individual performance in a Major League Baseball game that I've ever seen, ever. And I was calling Game 4 of the NLCS last year when Shohei Ohtani went 6 innings of scoreless baseball, 10 strikeouts, and hit 3 home runs in the same game, which I don't think it's ever going to happen again. So I will say that Jacob Mizorowski and what he accomplished was greater than that performance because he made a lineup of 9 major league hitters look like they had never been baseball players before. There was not one single ball hit hard. There was 0 3-ball counts. There was 4 2-ball counts, one of which was the first batter he faced in Kyle Schwarber. He went 2-0 to Schwarber. And from there, he threw 19 balls for the rest of the game. He was dominant. He was the most impressive thing on the field that I've ever seen in my life. And I texted to Gabe yesterday as you guys were having the same debate. And I said, a lot of people throw no-hitters. No-hitters are really cool. But I would take a one-hitter with 15 strikeouts that is utterly dominant over an 8-walk, 170-pitch no-hitter any day of the week.
I forgot about the Edwin Jackson thing until you texted me. Literally, he had 8 walks and a no-hitter. Like, okay, cool, you didn't give up a hit, but you had traffic every inning. You were going through a lot of stress.
Right.
Well, and I like that somebody brought up the idea of winning, right? If every single at-bat is a battle between pitcher and hitter, how many did Miz win? All of them.
All of them.
Right? You could argue
Except for
except
one.
for
Schwarber
one,
had a
but
base
then they
hit.
had the double play in that inning so that he still
Right.
faced the
So
minimum.
he was 26-1.
Right. Yeah. 26. I'd say 26 and a half.
Sure. Because he got erased on the
How
double
about
play.
how about it?
What is this, hockey?
Right, and how about
what are we
in
doing
this?
here?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're doing we're having holes. It's the Ryder Cup.
Yep.
So, I would also say this too. On Sunday, there were 2 games in that series that the Brewers played against the Phillies where the Phillies did not have a runner past first base. They dominated the Phillies for all but 1 inning in that series. They won 26 of the 27 innings that they played against the Phillies in that series. It was unreal. It was a great series, but what Miz did on Friday was otherworldly.
Well, Jeff, let me ask you this. In the NFL, non-quarterbacks, you hit your peak as a player around 26, 27. Now, you've been in the game for a long time. When do dominant pitchers like this, at what age do they hit their peak? Because I'm just trying to figure out how much better this kid can get, which is crazy to think of.
And he wants to get better. That's the scary thing. What does better look like? What does better look like? Because if better looks like being consistent, he has been the most consistent pitcher in Major League Baseball now for 6 weeks. Or 7 weeks. I didn't mean to do that on purpose, but I ended up doing it. So I think that he can always get better. He can always get better. You can always get better, no matter what you're doing in life. You can always get better at doing something. You can get better at what your in between innings routine is, or what your in between starts routine is, or the crispness of your command. You can always get better, and that's a beautiful thing about Miz. And I love the fact that he said, I didn't have my good stuff until the 5th inning. And I went, man, you are full of it. Didn't have my good stuff till the 5th. I told him that on the TV broadcast on Saturday. I went, come on, you didn't have your best stuff till the 5th. No, I didn't really feel good. Well, that must be nice. Must be nice. Welcome to the land of the living.
I don't feel great, yet I'm throwing 104.5.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And then on pitch number 95, I'm throwing 103. So that's fine.
But he
We're
felt good then, Jeff. So it makes sense because he was feeling good.
He did feel good. You're right.
He was feeling good at that point.
Yeah, he got loose finally.
He finally loosened up in the 9th inning. Jeff Levering joining us on the Yingling guest hotline. Another Brewer who had an amazing week when they were named co-players of the week in the National League. Jackson Churio going on a power surge. And how much do you think the lack of home runs was him still working his way back from the hand fracture early in the season, and now he's been able to find that power stroke because he just feels 100% comfortable?
I think that he is making really good swing decisions. Not that he wasn't before, but he was certainly leaning into, all right, I'm feeling this thing out still. His batting style is so smooth and so compact, and it's one spot to 2 spots. There is nothing else. It is a straight line right into the hitting zone. Vinny Brotino made a great point on the TV broadcast over the weekend. He said he has barrel accuracy. And I thought to myself, I'd never heard barrel accuracy before as a phrase. And the fact that he gets the barrel on the bat with as many swings as he does is what makes him special. Lightning quick hands, but he gets the barrel on everything. There were a couple of pitches that he hit in that series against the Phillies that had no business going out to that part of the ballpark, down and in, and he goes to straightaway center field with it because he's getting his hands inside and getting the barrel on it. A lot of guys will foul that ball off their shin, off their knee, off their front foot because they're getting around it. But his hands are going inside right to the baseball, and he hits a home run to straightaway center field against one of the best pitchers, not named Jacob Mizorowski. So Jackson Churio's been on a burner. Keep him there. He's just, again, he's 22 years old, and the sky is the absolute limit for this kid.
Jeff Levering hanging out with us here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. All right, let me be the first to wish you a happy Pratt Day, as Cooper Pratt is expected to make his major league debut today. How do you see them using the 21-year-old? How do you think we'll see him be used, especially early on?
I don't think that he would be up in the big leagues, Jen, unless they were going to play him every day. So I feel like he's going to be in the lineup every day. I would think that you're going to see him at shortstop 4 out of 6 games a week would be my guess. Maybe you see him at third base a couple of games a week, but I think that he's going to have a pretty decent runway of all right, go out there and play. Go out there and play. And you're going into a stretch. You got Cleveland. Cleveland's here. They pitch the ball really well. You go down to Atlanta. There's a good chance you're going to get Chris Sale in that series at some point. And then you go to Cincinnati, and maybe you see Chase Burns in that series against the Reds. And then you got the Cubs when you come home, and then the Reds when you come home again. So this is a tough stretch for the Brewers, and he is not coming into all right. You're facing team number 30 in Major League Baseball. This is the big leagues now, and I'm excited to see what he does. He's been fun to watch. I know it's spring training, but he's fun to watch in spring training, especially on the defensive side. I'm excited to see what he can do with the bright lights on him now.
Jeff, do you think Laura will be called up at some point as well?
Your guess is as good as mine, Chewy. I think that if the Brewers have the trust in him to sign that kind of contract with Luis Lara, then he is more than likely going to be in the big leagues sooner rather than later. But I would counter that with what's the move? Who do you send down at that point? Or who do you what is that move? Unless you're making a trade and you're shipping some players out, I don't know what that move is right now, because you got to keep Jake Bauers in the lineup. He's starting to play some left. He's starting to play some right. We always talk about Sal on this show every week. So it feels like he's going to be in the lineup at some point. Garrett Mitchell's swinging the bat better. You're not taking Churio out of the lineup. Blake Perkins is going to be in there, especially against Christopher Sanchez, who he owns. So I think we'll see. We'll see on when that timetable is, but I think that he is going to be in the big leagues at some point this year. I just don't know when.
As you take a look at the starting staff, if the Brewers had to go into a playoff series tomorrow, who do you have faith would be that number 3 starter behind Miz and behind Harrison?
Terrific question, because I don't know if the Brewers know that right now. The way that Brandon Sproat threw the ball in Las Vegas, you go, I want that guy. This is my number 3. If I know I'm going to get that guy on the mound, that's the guy I want. That's the guy. When Brandon Woodruff comes back, I think that that's another guy that you can put your trust in. But he hasn't been back yet. So once he can prove that he can be Brandon Woodruff of last year, Brandon Woodruff of his first few starts this season, I think that's certainly a guy that you put a lot of trust in a game number 3. But they do need to figure out who that number 3 guy is, because you can't just do this thing all season long with 2 starters and then Band-Aids for the rest of the way. The Brewers are finding out what their depth is within their organization. They've been doing that for a number of years now. But trying to find who that number 3 guy is. Heck, Shane Drone's been throwing the heck out of the baseball here recently too. He is certainly a viable option.
How scary would that be, though, if it is Sproat, if it is Drone, if it is Logan Henderson? Because now you're looking at, Miz wasn't starting games. He was electric, and I fully trust him in the postseason, certainly. But then you've got a lot of guys making their big, their postseason debuts behind him.
Right. It is scary, but nobody knew what you were going to get out of any of those guys to begin the season either. In spring training, when you looked at the starting rotation and that, which included Brandon Woodruff, which included Quinn Priester when he was available, when spring training started, you looked at the potential starters on that roster and you saw one player that had more than 1 full year of service time in the major leagues. That was it. One, and that was Brandon Woodruff. So now you see what these guys can do, and you can cobble something together in a postseason series and go win your games that you need to go win. Would you rather have the consistency, especially towards the last few months of this regular season of, yep, I'm going to give the ball to this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy? Yes. But how many times has that happened in Brewers franchise history? How many times has that happened in many franchise history? It's been a long time since it's been, all right, here are your 5 guys you've got every single day for the regular season. That hasn't happened in a really long time.
Jeff, Major League Baseball just releasing the early results for the All-Star ballots, All-Star results, fan voting. It determines the All-Star starters, and our guy Bryce Terang is third on the list. Make your appeal to Brewers Nation to get out and vote for Bryce Terang. I mean, a lot of these guys, obviously, but Terang obviously looks like the best chance to start in the All-Star game. Why do you think he hasn't? Why do you think fans haven't really come out in support of him yet?
I think fans are for supporting. I think they're out there. They're scanning the QR codes and doing what they need to do, but do it more. Do it every day. Make it part of your routine. Do the Wordle, scan the code, and then go vote.
Do the Wordle, scan
the code. Yeah, right.
Make it part of the daily
You
routine.
can vote. I think it's 5 times every day, right? So
Yeah.
Bryce Terang, Bryce
Yeah.
Terang, Bryce Terang, Bryce Terang, Bryce Terang. You don't need to vote for anybody else if
Right.
you don't want to. But I do feel like
Right.
he is not getting the appropriate / requisite love that he should be for what he is doing this season.
I agree, and I think everybody in Milwaukee and the state of Wisconsin is voting for Bryce Terang, and probably northern Illinois too. But I think that they need to get out there and certainly vote. He is certainly deserving of it. He has had an amazing season. Just nationally, he does not get the accolades that he should, just because the Brewers are who the Brewers are, and that's just the way that it is. I mean, Jake Bauers is what, 4th or 5th on that list for
Yeah.
first baseman. That's awesome. That's awesome. The fact that he is 4th or 5th on that list is amazing. So keep going out there and go vote. Who would have thought that Jake Bauers would even have a shot to be on an All-Star ballot to begin with, right? So get out there and vote. Get out there and do it. William Contreras deserves it from the catching position too. Jackson Churio deserves to be an All-Star. The Brewers are going to have a couple of All-Stars from their starting rotation. But get out there and make sure Bryce Terang gets represented by the Brewers because he deserves it.
Jeff, I feel like every week we ask you about injury updates. How's this guy doing? How's that guy doing? I think this is the first time I've asked for an injury update, though, from the manager. How's Murph hanging in there with the hip injury?
He is grinding. I can say, as is his hip. His hip is grinding too. It's not good. It's not good. He is having hip surgery during the All-Star break. So I think that once that happens, he's going to feel a whole heck of a lot better. It's like everybody who has a surgery and they go, "Oh, I don't know why I didn't do this sooner." He's going to feel that way, and he's going to step up those stairs and make his first pitching change and go, "Oh my gosh, this feels really nice now." So I think he's hanging in there. He is doing what he needs to do to alleviate said pain, and not making pitching changes and not checking on guys who are fouling balls off their ankles. So Murph's going to be okay, just chilling in the dugout for the next few weeks.
Where's he going to put his pocket hot dogs? Or are those pocket pancakes?
Yeah, pocket pancakes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he wears a
That's
hoodie.
hot dogs.
Yeah, he wears a hoodie a lot of times too. So the pouch, I think the pouch comes into handy for a lot of those pocket
it's
foods.
the pouch.
Okay.
Did you see on the last road trip someone delivered him pancakes? Someone
did.
delivered him pancakes from the dugout suites. I think we were in Colorado. He got some pancakes from Colorado. That was fun.
Last thing I want to
bring
ask
it-
you about before I let you go, Jeff, and this is something that is more of a personal campaign of mine. I was so frustrated to see, hear me out. I was so frustrated to see that the A's scored a total of 47 runs and allowed 55 runs on their little 6-game exhibition series in Las Vegas in that little old ballpark. And I kept saying how unfair for pitchers who had to pitch in that series, in one of those series, like our guy, because it affects their numbers, right? And again, it may not come down to a Cy Young contest because he's not in the conversation right now. But what if Miz had the outing that Kyle had in Las Vegas, and all of a sudden the Cy Young comes down to him and Sanchez or him and Skeens or something like that, and people go, well, he did have that one game where he gave up 8 runs. How is that fair?
It's not. You could also go to Paul Skeens on opening day and not get out of the first inning against the New York Mets and go, well, I mean,
It wasn't his
people
fault.
have bad outings.
Well, but
You're right.
but that specifically was not his fault. He had a guy who didn't know what he was doing in center field.
Yeah, O'Neill Cruz zooed a couple of balls. You're right. But they're going to do it next year too. They're going to play 6 games in Las Vegas again next year before they open up the new ballpark in 2028. It is what it is. Sometimes you draw the short straw, unfortunately, and that was a very short straw. That was a mini straw. That was a stirring straw. And it was not great. It was not great. Did you see the score, by the way, in Sunday's game?
Yeah.
Day game, 23-9. Yeah, good times.
Played football.
Good. Good times. Well, it was the same amount of runs as a 15-14 ball game. I mean, it's just
Clown
it's
baseball.
crazy. It was crazy. Arena baseball. That's what I called it. It took me back to my California League days, man. I felt like I was back in High Desert in Lancaster. I started getting the shakes and gold wrapped hot dogs from 3 days ago that I was eating for dinner. It was amazing.
All right, Jeff, we appreciate you
the good old
joining
days.
us and indulging me in my singular campaign to eliminate
No,
those
you're
numbers.
you're not alone.
Eliminate those
You are not
numbers
alone.
from guys' records this year. All right, have a great one. Have a great call, and we will talk to you again soon.
You got it. Those are redacted. They're out. See you later. Get rid of them.
Always good stuff from our friend Jeff Levering. You can listen to him every Tuesday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. We'll take a break. Roll on after this.
Navigating today's complex market takes more than a bank. It takes a strategic partner. At Fifth Third Bank, we help businesses manage risk and solve financial challenges with industry-specific expertise and local decision-making. For 167 years, and for nearly 20 right here in Milwaukee, we've been empowering growth with solutions like commercial payments, capital structure optimization, and risk mitigation strategies. Big enough to deliver sophisticated solutions, yet local enough with a great local team to make decisions that matter. Connect with our Milwaukee team today. Experience the difference that only Fifth Third can provide. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Northbound on Highway 100 at Layton. We had that roadway closed for a little bit. Well, now it's just the right lane closed, so things should be getting a little bit better heading through that area. They say it was a disabled vehicle, so hopefully they'll be able to get that out of there sooner rather than later. Westbound 894, we're seeing delays just west of 27th Street all the way to about 76th Street. Southbound 41, backing up from before Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. We've got the northbound side backing up as well from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. We do have that crash on the ramp from Burleigh to northbound 41. And Highway 100 southbound now is closed at Lovers Lane at Silver Spring roughly because of another broken down vehicle. Traffic is brought to you by Geist Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geist Garage Doors has been the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit GeistDoors.com and don't think twice, call Geist. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly cloudy skies, scattered showers and storms as well with a high of 74. Tonight becoming partly cloudy with a low of 55. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All the biggest voices, all in one place. The Yingling Legends Line. Exclusive insight from Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and Game Changers, all on the Yingling Legends Line.
Brian Braun, I appreciate you joining us here on Kyle and Bruss.
But we just wanted to have fun. You know, baseball's a game of failure and adversity. It's such a long season. You want to find ways to enjoy the success when you have good moments.
The Yingling Legends Line. Crack open a Yingling lager and raise a toast to an American tradition. D.G. Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Meet Jim and Rita.
We went on a motorcycle trip.
But somewhere in Wyoming, Jim and Rita were in a serious accident.
They blocked off the interstate and everything and took us to the hospital.
Sometime later, Rita made a discovery.
She had noticed that the bracelet was gone. And I asked the trooper, is there a chance we can go out there and see if it's still there?
And amazingly,
he found a couple of pieces.
It was only 2 tiny links of the bracelet.
Jim was determined to buy Rita another bracelet from Kessler's.
And I had my checkbook in my hand.
But when he arrived there,
and I said, okay, how much? And she says, that's part of our warranty.
Jim and Rita discovered the Kessler's miraculous, no small print warranty.
It's just amazing that you guys do this.
And it's true.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple.
It surely is miraculous.
Read the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty yourself at KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's Mike with Infinity Exteriors. I've seen it all, Wisconsin. Sketchy sales gimmicks for low-quality windows, siding that costs more than a new home, fly-by-night roofers. 60,000 happy customers made a better choice. Infinity Exteriors roofing, siding, and windows all come with our lifetime workmanship warranty, no overcharges, and transparent pricing. At Infinity Exteriors, we're on a mission to save our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Gabe Neitzel here for Events by Design. You want people to actually show up for your community event, charity gala, or nonprofit fundraiser while making a memorable impression on them. Events by Design turns those moments into meaningful experiences that engage your audience and bring your mission to life. They manage everything: designing, planning, production. No stress, no loose ends. Just an experience your guests remember, exponentially benefiting your cause. Get started today. Just search online. Events by Design. They design, you party.
Look around your office. Does it look like 1994 called and wants its lobby back?
Most brands just show up, often amongst outdated decor.
At Captivate Exhibits, ordinary space is the enemy. Beige walls, faded graphics, that motivational poster no one reads.
That's not culture, that's camouflage.
Captivate designs and builds spaces that don't whisper, they speak. They spark conversations, people lean in.
Stop blending in and start captivating today at CaptivateExhibits.com.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What's the one thing you say almost weekly here on the show?
Less eat.
Try again.
I don't know.
What's the one thing you've got?
Big boobs.
You've got time.
Oh, time.
You've got time.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
We got there.
I needed a few more hints.
Yeah. You put you in a... That's Gabe's fault.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Let's say you've got a home addition or remodeling project that you need to get taken care of. Who are you going to call? PCI, Professional Construction, Inc., because that's who we have help us with our home projects. We had a door in our children's bathroom. I know, weird, there was a balcony, whatever. Now it's a window because PCI's team came out and took care of it for us. And if you are someone you know works hard and takes pride in what they do, PCI is looking for skilled carpenters. Have them apply today at professionalconstructioninc.com. That's professionalconstructioninc.com for all of your home addition or remodeling project needs.
It's Chewy's favorite segment of the week.
Hey, big guy, you catch the game?
It's Power Rankings time on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You catch the game last night? Can I say yes to you?
What will the big guy have in store for us today?
See the game last night? Which game? Any of them.
Good call by Will.
Are you cold over there?
Will gave you an idea for the power rankings?
He said put the gloves on. He saw me rubbing
He was
my
rubbing
hands.
his hands together.
Reason. All right, this one's for Gabe.
All right.
This one is for Gabe.
When are you going to make a list for Jen?
Next week.
You should hold him to it.
And
hold
you're
him
not-
to it, Jen.
And you're not here next week, so it'll be perfect. Gabe, Golf Digest decided the power rank
Come
the favorites
on.
Okay.
for this week's U.S. Open. I need them in order.
Okay.
So do you expect me to be able to help at all?
Yes,
on
you
this?
should be able to get number one.
Yeah, let's go. Instead of
Scotty
going 10-1, let's go the other way.
You want to go the other way?
Yeah, we go the other way.
All right, number one.
Scheffler.
Yeah, it's going to be Scott.
Nailed it. Scotty. Hold on.
Can't do anything with those gloves, can you?
The gloves don't really work with the trackpad.
You know where
and
they're
the
really great, though?
laptop.
Didn't think that went through.
Thanks, Will. Idiot.
No problem.
Where were you on that?
All right,
one?
hold on, because I wanted to tell you they have their best finishes at Shinnecock in
2018.
18? Okay, so Scotty, who is number one, never played at Shinnecock.
Yeah, he did not qualify in 2018.
So his best U.S. Open finish is second.
He's never won the U.S. Open.
How many does he need for the Grand Slam?
This is it. He wins the U.S. Open. He wins the career Grand Slam.
Which means he won't do it. Number two.
Again, do you want me to help with this? Because
Yeah.
I'm going to say Rory McIlroy.
There we go. Rory's number two.
You're wrong.
Oh.
You're wrong. You want to guess?
I said Rory. I was with,
Oh,
with
you
her.
were?
I thought they were going to.
Xander.
Well,
Xander.
Wait, what is that face that doesn't translate to radio?
Xander Schauffele is the number two
His
in
best
their power
finish,
rankings.
U.S. Open Shinnecock was tied for 6. Number 3.
Rory?
Yeah, Rory's got to be in the
Gonna
top
say
three.
Rory until we
is
get to it, just so
3.
you know. This is the extent of my
Uh,
contributions on this list.
His best at Shinnecock, well, in Shinnecock 2018, missed the cut. So
I think he just likes saying Shinnecock.
I
I'm not
love
gonna
it.
lie.
I mean, 10 times.
The reason
wouldn't
we're
you?
doing this list.
Wouldn't you like saying
All
Shinnecock?
right.
I start guessing Shinnecock for all the players.
Is that why I like the course so much?
Maybe.
No, you know why I love the course is when they had to water the greens in the middle of the round. I'm like, that is so awesome.
The players complain more about this course than any other one.
Yeah, and that's why I love it.
It kicks their ass.
Yes, I
Phil
love
was
it.
hitting a ball as it moved.
Yep. All right, number 4. Jen, you should still be in the game here.
Ooh.
Seriously? Let me think of golfers. How about I don't know, Tommy Fleetwood?
I think Tommy's a good guess here because he finished, he shot 63 here in 2018.
Certainly did not know
He's
that.
in the top 20 of the OWGR. I like Tommy at 4.
John Rahm.
He's not.
Number 4.
Gabe's got real issues with this list.
2018 Shinnecock. Missed the cut. Number 5.
Tommy's got to be 5. Tommy's got to be in the top 5 here.
Jen, any other guesses?
I got nothing. What was the Sam guy? Sam Cooke? Sam Arnold?
Sam Burns?
Sam Burns? Sure. Isn't there a Sam Burns?
Number 5, Cam Young.
How is Tommy not in the
Dang
top
it, I
5?
probably should have guessed Cam Young. That name I actually knew.
He didn't play at Shinnecock
No.
in 18.
You know, he did not.
I feel like I should start dumping when he says it.
It's the name of the golf course.
Just keep hitting the ding. I love it.
I'll come back there, you know.
Do you know how to get back there?
That's a long walk. Maybe it'll warm me up. Number 6.
It's got to be some of the people we've guessed
Tommy
already, right?
Fleetwood.
Good with that?
I don't have any idea.
Number 6, Tommy Fleetwood.
There we go. There's Tommy.
See, I can take half a point for
Best
that for throwing
open
it out there.
at Shinnecock. Number 2.
Yeah, finished second after shooting that 63.
Will is no longer dinging when we get it correct. He is dinging when he says Shinnecock.
Number 7.
I'll say someone who's playing well. Just finished second at the Canadian Open. He's got a U.S. Open under his belt. I'll say Matt Fitzpatrick.
Sam Burns
God bless
is
America.
number 7 there. It was, Jen. His best finish at Shinnecock in 2018, tied for 41st.
All right, so he made the cut.
Okay. Number 8.
Oh, jeez. Hey, how about your guy, Ludwig?
Ludwig Oberg.
If you say so.
I'm still sticking with a top 5 player in the world, Matt Fitzpatrick.
Gabe nailed it. It is Matt Fitzpatrick, 2018 Shinnecock, tied for 12th.
See, now you're just laying it on thick.
You got to start. You can't say it like that.
Now what?
Now
Ludwig.
Hey!
Ludwig. Does the little thing over the top make it an O?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's Swedish. I don't know what you want.
I know, but Aberg is so much better
Hey,
than Oberg.
your language, it sucks.
I'm big on the Natilde, though.
No one calls it a Natilde.
What is it?
I think just tilde.
Yeah.
No.
Gabe, isn't your wife's Hispanic?
She is.
Yeah, I don't think she's right.
Isn't your husband?
Barely.
Que paso? And in the 10th spot at Shinnecock, Gabe.
Did they sneak Bryce? I mean, Bryson's been playing so bad. I can't imagine they put Bryson.
What
in the
about
top.
Justin? Again, I'm really going back to my Masters viewing, which is
Yeah.
the only major I've watched this year.
I'll say Colin Morikawa.
Oh, that's a good guess, too. I know his name. Justin.
Justin Tom. I think she worked you.
She was saying Justin Rose.
No.
She was saying Justin Rose.
All right, she got the
You
first
shouldn't have
one.
said anything, Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I don't have my honor, what do I have?
What'd you think? Now, don't
JT's
yell
in
at
the
me.
top 10?
Yeah.
JT stinks at majors.
And this is
as much
golf-
as I love JT, he's
this is
bad
Golf
at majors.
Digest.
Yeah.
You clearly did not like that list.
I did not know.
You
Xander
didn't like
being
Rahm?
number 2?
You didn't like
I
Rahm.
think Rahm should be
You
in the
didn't
top
like
10.
Xander?
I'm not putting him at 4.
Cam Young's really good, though.
Yeah, Cam Young being in the top 5 makes sense. Xander being in the top 5 doesn't make sense. Neither is John Rahm. JT being in the top shouldn't be nowhere near the top 10.
Yeah.
This guy hasn't finished top 10 in a major in forever.
And just remind everybody, Chew, what prompted this list.
Shinnecock.
Yeah, there it is.
Love it.
But it's a good segue because people can have an opportunity to win because of the U.S. Open at
Shinnecock?
Where else would it be?
You can win a spot to the ESPN Milwaukee Open coming up next month at the Bug. All you have to do is call in and qualify. You'll be randomly assigned a golfer in the U.S. Open this week at
Shinnecock.
Now, the problem with that is you turned your mic on late, so we only caught the last syllable.
See, you guys with these reads are screwing me up. She does them right in the middle, and I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Well, I just thought we'd tie it together because it's the U.S. Open. We're giving away spots.
So perfect.
Yeah. I thought this would work together. So we will take callers 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You will get an entry into our U.S. Open pool. Again, you get randomly assigned a golfer. Whoever finishes the highest wins the grand prize of a twosome in our ESPN Milwaukee Open at the Bog in July. Do you have to be 21 or older to enter? Make sure you check out ESPNWisconsinContests.com for official contest rules.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got an issue off the highway. We've got Highway 100 northbound right about at Silver Spring. 2 left lanes are blocked with a broken down vehicle. Same kind of thing is happening on Highway 100 northbound at Layton Avenue near the Hale. The right lane is blocked with a broken down vehicle. Other than that, we've got 41 southbound backing up from Silver Spring down towards Burleigh. Northbound's backed up from North Avenue up past Burleigh. Got a crash on the ramp from Burleigh to northbound 41 as well. Buying a home? Apply for a stress-free mortgage from Great Midwest Bank and experience your state of banquility. Visit greatmidwestbank.com, your equal housing lender. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly cloudy skies, scattered showers and storms as well with a high of 74. Tonight becoming partly cloudy with a low of 55. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. For custom apparel that helps your team, business, or event stand out, choose Big Frog. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. And beer fans, we've got something to cheer about. Michelob Ultra is the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. So whether you call it soccer or football, it's time to get your game plan ready as the world's largest soccer tournament returns to the USA. Stop by Discount Liquor to pick up a 12-pack of Michelob Ultra and score a free Michelob Ultra soccer koozie. At Discount Liquor, we stock over 15,000 varieties of beer, wine, spirits, THCA, and non-alcoholic beverages, all at the lowest prices in town. From craft brews to hard-to-find whiskeys, we've got a lineup for you. So don't get caught off sides with an empty fridge. Stop into Discount Liquor and stock up before kickoff. Visit us in Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma or in downtown Waukesha at Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
Father's Day is coming up, and let's be honest, Dad doesn't need another tie. Give him something he actually wants. New windows that lower energy bills, a durable new roof, beautiful siding, or a bath remodel he can brag about to every guest who visits. And during the Exterior Pros and Baths June savings event, you'll get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings, but only for a limited time. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
At Wrangler, we know the essential question for any guy is, can I go like this? It could be date night, boys' night, work, or your nephew's school play. It could be anything, and the last thing you want to do is change. That's why Wrangler makes jeans, shirts, jackets, and tees that answer yes to life's essential question. You can go in Wrangler. Check out our latest styles today at Wrangler.com. Wrangler for the ride of life.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde. Father's Day is coming up on Sunday, June 21st, and let's be honest, Dad does not need another tie, another coffee mug, another World's Greatest Dad t-shirt. Get him something he can really enjoy. Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles. Order at Kringle.com and send your dad his favorite flavor, like my favorite, bourbon pecan. You can even add a bag of gourmet coffee to your order. So go to Kringle.com or make the call, 800-4DANISH, and have it shipped just in time for Father's Day. Kringle.com. Racine Danish Kringles. Not just a treat, it's a tradition.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What operating system does a Chewy computer run on?
I believe it's a Cat 14.
It's a COS. It's a Chewy operating system.
I was thinking Windows 98.
Yeah, very similar.
It's dial-up. Let me get my modem.
Chewy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
If you're buying or building a new home, Great Midwest Bank will help guide you every step of the way. Great Midwest Bank has taken great care of us during our lake home search, and of course, we have our mortgage with Great Midwest Bank. You can get fast and flexible mortgage pre-approvals straight from Great Midwest Bank's knowledgeable and, most importantly, local loan officers. From start to finish, you can bank with confidence. See all of their customizable products at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank is your simply local equal housing lender. All right, it's about that time, everybody. We talked about it on the stream. Giannis wants to go to Milwaukee. Freudian slip. Giannis wants to go to Miami? ? Apparently, Brian Windhorst has some insight as to what might be happening with the Giannis saga. Take a listen to this.
Yes, the league believes that this is finally going to happen. I would be remiss if I didn't point out that he still could commit to re-signing with the Bucks. But talks have intensified over the last 7 to 10 days. Look, he has focused on wanting to be a member of the Miami Heat. And because he's only got 1 year on his contract, he has some control over that. But the Heat and the Bucks have been talking for months, Greeny, and not agreed to a deal because the Bucks don't love the Heat's offer. There are third teams involved. There are fourth teams involved. In recent days, we have seen that the Boston Celtics have shown some interest there. But a Celtics offer has a stumbling block. Number one, you'd be breaking up potentially Jalen Brunson and Jaylen Brown. Number two, it would mean changing the entire structure of the way the Celtics play basketball. So stay tuned. We'll be more on that as the week unfolds.
Okay. Gabe, your reaction to Brian Windhorst's latest on Giannis?
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense that Miami, it's an okay offer. I think the Bucks want more. Bucks are hoping that somebody else steps up to the plate. And, you know, the old Andrew Brandt is deadline spurn action. Well, anybody who wants Giannis is probably going to have to trade their first-round pick this year. And everybody knows that that's kind of, the Bucks put that arbitrary deadline out there because, that's, you want the picks for this year's draft. You want, the Clippers involved to potentially get that 5th pick, or the Hawks involved and get the 8th overall pick. So they want as many picks in this year's draft as they can possibly get, and Wendy's 100% right. The Heat, clearly are interested, but I guess they aren't interested enough where they're up in their offer where the Bucks are going, we can't say no to this deal.
What would the Boston trade look like?
Third team would have to be involved.
Because they don't want Jaylen Brown.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe they do, and that would be surprising, but I would think that a third team would have to be involved to take on Jaylen Brown and then up the number of picks the Bucks ultimately get.
Okay. I mean, he's going somewhere. I mean, I know Wendy had to throw in,
I'd be
not
remiss.
totally out on him going back to the Bucks, but the fact that it's got this far.
It does help the Bucks situation that they have the Celtics and the Heat involved, right? I mean, to have one suitor, you sit there and say, hey, you got to take what we give you and you're going to like it. But you can always play them against each other to kind of drive up the price, which, again, we all believe should be very steep, should be very high for a player of Giannis's talent.
Yeah, and look, they're going to want as many picks as possible. You keep seeing, after the next one, kind of recounting how it happened. Well, they gave up 5 for Mikal Bridges. 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. And, the league has changed a little bit then, and how certainly the draft lottery works, how the money works on that side of things. So maybe we don't see teams just shoveling over 5 first-round picks anymore, but the Bucks are going to want to cobble together the best deal. And I think, again, no matter what happens, whether it's Miami, it seems like, based on other rumors, that they're not super interested in Tyler Hero. and want to maybe offload him for more picks, but
From another team?
that market doesn't seem to be very good. So that maybe the Tyler Hero piece of it isn't as good as Miami wants to think that it is.
Let me ask you guys this, because this has always confused me about the Heat's plan. And far be it for me to really care what the Heat are doing. I'm more interested in how the Bucks turn this into gold. But how do you play Giannis and Bam together?
I don't know. That's one I don't, because Bam can shoot threes, but he's not like a Brook Lopez floor spacer. He's not even a Miles Turner floor spacer. He will shoot threes, not at an efficient level. And that's where having one of the best coaches in the NBA in Eric Spoelstra and trying to figure out how that works. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that works.
We all agree, and this is not a knock, but we all agree that like a leopard's not changing his spots, right? Like Giannis is what he is. They're not they're not bringing Giannis in and then going, "Hey, can you reinvent your game?"
No,
like, he is going to be.
That's not why you trade for Giannis.
But
right?
then they're basically asking Bam Adebayo to change his game, right?
A little bit, yeah. You have to.
Kind of like Brook. You mentioned Brook as the example of that. Brook was always a post-up center for as long as we knew him, especially in Brooklyn. And then all of a sudden it's like, you can't exist in the paint with Giannis in the paint, so let's push you outside and have you contribute in that way.
But these other teams know that they have to get rid of him. That's the thing. I mean, you can't go through this and no trade was good enough. We're going to bring him back without committing to signing the Supermax. Because you think Giannis ideally would like to play this year with the Bucks and then say, hey, free agency, I can go wherever I want.
Probably. I think that's ideal for,
but
just
the Bucks
about any
do
player.
That,
no.
Then they get absolutely nothing.
Any player would love to do that, right?
Yeah,
and be able to dictate where you go. And again, I think the more attractive thing there for Giannis is going somewhere and they don't have to give anything up for him, right?
Yes,
because you have to gut your roster to a certain extent, which is why I always kind of feel like a third team has to be involved. Because whoever wants Giannis wants to chase after a championship, but you can't gut your team to the point where it doesn't make sense.
But Boston's probably sitting there going, okay, we just have to make it a little sweeter than Miami. They don't have to go, all right, we're going to give you everything you want because they got to, when's the draft?
A week from today.
You may be forced to take a deal that's just not that great because you
I don't
can't
know if
roll the dice.
I mean, you could still trade him at some point and get, not much, but I'd be willing to
The
bet.
losing leverage is, yes.
I'd be willing to bet they get him to sign the contract, though, if he's still here in October.
Let's put it on the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Infinity Exteriors poll this morning. Where will Giannis be to start the 2026 season? Will he be in Miami? Will he be in Boston? Will he be in Milwaukee? Because, again, that is, as Brian Windhorst alluded, still a possibility. Or other. Other would encapsulate the rest of the teams that we have heard sort of trying to make noise in this, Timberwolves, etc. If you think he ends up, if there's sort of a dark horse, relatively speaking, to this situation. Gabe, if you had to pick, do you think he ends up in Miami?
I don't. It feels like if he was going to be Miami, like it would have happened already.
Just feels like a Boston deal. You know?
Well, of the fake trades that people keep proposing, again, getting the Clippers involved in the Boston deal and the Bucks getting the number 5 overall pick, and then being able to kind of take a bunch of picks from the Celtics and the Clippers makes the most sense.
Let me ask you this, because I saw that Jaylen Brown deleted his whatever with the Celtics.
Yeah. Yeah, he stopped following the Celtics, deleted the Celtics.
Deleted his whatever with the Celtics is a great way of putting it.
Deleted the Celtics from his bio on social media.
Where did you see that, Chewy?
Don't worry about it. I do show prep.
I was just asking.
You know who helps out a lot more than you do? Josh.
Oh, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah.
Will's going to put
when
together...
I'm not here, it doesn't grow fonder.
Yeah.
That's a good pop.
It's not a one-size-fits-all, okay?
See, you know what I don't like about... I love Will, but what I don't like about him is he's a little runt with a mouth. You know? Because he knows I can't smack him.
You could say the same for me, I feel like, you. Little runt with a mouth.
Yes. Am I accurate?
Nail on the head.
Yeah.
But wait, can you smack Joshy? I just want to be clear on this.
I mean, I could, but...
Wait, you would feel less bad about hitting Josh versus hitting Will?
Josh is like a teddy bear, you know?
You'd think you'd feel worse about it then.
Yeah. I think I would.
I thought you were my big brother, though. Isn't that what brothers do?
You're my son. The brother thing, just the math doesn't work
No,
out.
it just doesn't.
The math is
I shouldn't have
way
brought that
off.
back
And
up.
again, math not our strong suit here on 10 Games.
The fact that Chewy's pointing it out.
Will?
23.
So my mother would have had the big.
No, we don't. No, you don't have to tell us. We
Very
know.
ill. Put it there. It would have been Guinness Book of World Record, I'm sure.
You clown. Oh, gosh. If you're chasing big jackpots and nonstop excitement, Potawatomi Casino Hotel is your place to play. They got fast payouts. You never miss a jackpot. With over 2,600 slot machines, including exclusive right off the Vegas Strip, they're always bringing you the latest and greatest games right to the Midwest. If you're not sure where your favorite game is located, just ask one of the friendly slot attendants. They know the floor by heart. Whether you enjoy classic reels or the latest interactive games, there is always something new to discover at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing?
I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
Named by me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The heart of this country is local. It's neighbors looking out for neighbors. It's small businesses that know your name. At Piggly Wiggly, the people who run your store live right here, right alongside you. And when you shop with us, every dollar stays in the community we all call home. Stop in today and see the difference shopping local really makes. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
When you're getting married, the rings matter. There's something you wear for a lifetime. That's why my fiance and I went to Paul's Jewelers. Paul's Jewelers specializes in custom jewelry for life's biggest moments. Lab-grown or natural diamonds, great pricing, and a lifetime warranty, so your jewelry can be refurbished, repaired, or refitted anytime down the road. Their team made the entire process easy and stress-free. I can't wait to show off my wedding band after our big day. Create your masterpiece today by visiting Paul's Jewelers in West Allis.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You got to have a condiment with the bread.
Yeah, you want
can't
some
eat the
sort
bread
of
alone.
Yeah, you want some sort of lubricant with the bread. Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
It's just necessary.
You follow
Like
me
you
here?
don't want to just be sitting there eating like pieces of white bread with nothing on it.
Can't be going dry.
Yeah, it can't be raw dog and just white bread.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Of course, we're talking about beer, specifically great beer. You haven't met Yuengling yet? Allow me to introduce you. I'm trying to introduce as many people as I can to Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. It's a real American beer, smooth, rich, finally here in Wisconsin. I don't have to smuggle it across state lines. It's here, available for me to go out and purchase. So grab a Yuengling, raise a glass, celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated, by drinking it. Tailgates, backyard barbecues, fishing trips, and ball games, Yuengling Lager belongs wherever Americans come together. Brewed with pride since 1829, Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. And quickly, time for the soccer update brought to you by Discount Liquor. Yesterday, everyone played to a draw. Everyone played to a draw yesterday, Chew. No winners, no losers in the World Cup yesterday. 4 games, 4 draws.
Which is why people love the beautiful game.
Is that why it's the beautiful game? Because you have 4 draws in one day?
Is there no sudden death?
Not in the pool play.
Okay.
Because, again, it's all based on points and, the
Goals
draws.
for, goals against.
Yeah, all those sorts of tiebreakers. I mean, when you get to the knockout round,
Then, yeah.
obviously, it gets to the point where, because you have to have a winner to advance
Yeah.
in the bracket. But in pool play, no, you can play to a draw, as we saw yesterday. That soccer update brought to you by Discount Liquor.
I do want to, before we let anybody go this morning, remind you that you can and should be voting for your Milwaukee Brewers in the All-Star voting. The first round of results were dropped yesterday, and Milwaukee has no one currently starting. Now, we did mention Bryce Terang is third at his position. We have Jake Bauers, I believe, is fourth in the most recent
but
ones.
he's nowhere close.
So far behind. And again, Jake Bauers isn't somebody I necessarily thought would be. William Contreras, rather, is fourth, within striking distance of JT Realmuto of the Phillies. But either way, the Brewers are one of the best teams in baseball. And I know that we talk about, it's a small market, there aren't as many fans. You can vote 5 times every day at the link on Brewers.com. If you Google search Brewers All-Star Voting, bloop, it pops right up.
Brewers.com/vote, the
There it is.
official one.
It's even
So easy.
easier. But you need to, if you have not been, vote for your favorite Brewers players to at least move up on these lists. Because, again, you got guys from, a lot of the leaders are Dodgers, Braves, and Phillies, which obviously I get. But it's a real good opportunity to showcase the talent on the Brewers to get them in the All-Star game, get them starting. It's not the end-all, be-all, Gabe, right? Because you can still get in other ways.
Yeah.
But this is an opportunity for the fans to really put their money where their mouth is and support this team.
And I feel like Brewers fans have always stepped up when it comes to voting guys into. It's not like the Brewers have never known. They usually do have pretty good representation, especially when it comes to somebody who deserves to start the way that Bryce Terang deserves to start at second base. So, yeah, that's the only one out there, though. I mean, it's nice that Bauers is fourth and Contreras is fourth, but they got no shot. They got no shot at catching the top 2 because, again, it's kind of convoluted the way they do the voting. But you got to get into the top 2 to have a chance to start, and the only one with that chance is Bryce.
One other thing, guys, I did see Chef Ed the other day on the Carbless Talk and Text line say that Jacob Mizorowski has no chance to start the All-Star game because it is being held in Philly this year, and Christopher Sanchez, who has also had a fantastic year, will likely get the nod. That's not a done deal either, right?
Miz's ERA is a half run better. And if that continues to go the direction it has been going, Miz is going to be undeniable.
Sorry, Sanchez. Wilde and Tausch is next on ESPN Milwaukee. Have a great day, everybody.
Eastbound on 90.